Hi everyone and welcome to episode 1 of Benny's CarBoot. Why are we here? Well, I'm glad you've asked that. Because I do really. I thought we would start a new podcast all about car booting. Spring has sprung. Everyone has been fed up of being stuck in the energy crisis is still here. People can't feed themselves or turn on the lights. So is car booting going to have a boom this summer? Because I know I'll be carpooting when I'm not gigging. So we're going to have two comedians on each week. One who's done car boots and one who's never done car booting in their lives. Well, we hope. So we're going to have a discussion all about it. What made their car boot? What did they sell? Or if the person who hasn't done car booting, what would they sell? Would they sell new stuff? Would they sell old stuff? Or would they do what most car booters who do it every week get there early and go round all the other cars and buy it all cheap and then sell it on their car boot? So this week's episode we've got Howard Walker and Rabiah. We will get them on. So here we go. Welcome to Benny's CarBoot. Sorry, I forgot your name again.
Rabiah.
Rabiah. Because you got here early, you get the bigger pitch.
Okay.
But you don't understand what that means yet, do you?
I don't know.
But we will get to that shortly. And Howard, because you got here late, you get the small pitch. So, but you're near the burger van, so it's fine.
Always a bonus.
Rabia, before we get started, do you want to tell the people who are listening what you're about and a bit about yourself?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, thanks, Benny. So my name is Rabiah Coon. I work in IT, but I'm a stand-up comic based in London, and I also have a podcast called More Than Work, and I like to do volunteer work. So those are things about me that are the most important, I guess. And I'm really excited to be here. I moved to London about 3 years ago. So
Cool, cool, well, welcome. And Howard, what about you?
I don't want to say anything. I've been doing stand up for 9 years this month. I still have got a day job as well. I work for a construction company in Leeds, which I very much enjoy. And I just much like both yourselves, once you get bitten by the comedy bug, then you just tend to fall in love with it, don't you? So
Yeah.
I think I'd love to go pro, but I don't think I ever will, because everybody else that's my sort of age has been doing it 25 years longer than I have, and they're a lot better than me. So I'm up against them all the time. Never mind though.
Like everyone keeps saying to me, it's your journey. You
Yeah.
will get it whenever. But we're not here. This isn't a podcast about comedy.
What?
So this is all about car booting and um, trying to find, is it worth doing a podcast about car booting? I got bored one night, so I read a CarBoot podcast. So we're going to talk about the highs and lows about being a full-time CarBooter and teaching Rabiah all about it. So hopefully one day, have you got a car, Rabiah?
Not currently. I do plan to get one eventually.
Right.
I
So
did think
once you
so.
get a car, you might want to go car booting.
Exactly.
Yeah. So Howard, just tell us, when did you get into car booting?
Well, I've always been fairly fond of an auction because I'm a Yorkshireman. We're very, very fond of a bargain. We're well known for this. So if you can get something for less than half price, that's a bonus. If you can get it for 90% off, that's even better. And if you can pick it up off a table for 5p, then everything is just peachy. So I've been going to car boots for a long, long time. Having said that, I haven't been for quite a while because the ones around here started getting a bit cutthroat, and I would go along and I'd maybe have a foot spa or something equally impressive, which might be worth £20 brand new that you were trying to sell for £1, and they would just turn around and say, "I'll give you 15p for it." And I'm like, "No, it's all right, thank you. I'd rather just pop it into a skip." But I've always liked them. It's just the mere fact that you can go around and pick up a bargain. It's the Yorkshireman's dream. It's absolutely amazing.
It is. I mean, before before we press record, Rabiah, you were saying because you're American, are you American? Sorry, I didn't want to offend you, just in case you're over the water at the other place.
France.
But you have SWAT meets.
Don't know what squat means.
No,
Oh.
in America, you have SWAT
Oh,
meets.
yeah, sorry. Yeah, in America we have swap meets and they have flea markets, so two different things. But I'm definitely familiar with swap meets.
Yeah. Are they like car boots where you're in your car?
No, you walk around, so they'll have like they'll have a big parking lot or something, or
Yeah.
some space that's not being used for its purpose, and they'll have like stalls almost, but it'll be more like tarps laid out with goods on them, or sometimes tables or whatever. And so it's more like a market. Like I was just in Brixton, and that's a little bit more, I would say, a higher end of it, where
Yeah.
it's actual vendors and stuff, versus a swap meet. It's more like people bringing their goods versus like a person who's actually selling something they made, but it's just bringing their stuff from. It's like a garage sale. We'd have
Yeah.
garage sales, but it's like
Basically like
bring
a
it
car
somewhere.
boot. Yeah.
And there'd be like car parts or
Yeah.
people, you know,
Yeah.
naked Barbie doll. I remember just stuff like that, where you're just like, okay, but yeah.
Yeah. I mean, for me, I don't know about you, Howard. I used to live in Nexborough. Do you know Nexborough?
I do, yeah.
There's a car boot between Nexborough and Doncaster, maybe, called Summer Coats.
Mm.
It's a massive car boot. And I got the bug there, and I started going at 5 in the morning to do what every other full-time car booter does, and that is to walk around for an hour. Yes, I'm one of them.
You're
Where
not.
I used to buy all the tools and then sell them on my pitch.
I'm going to have to go now. I can't believe you admitted that to me. It's honestly it's a whole new way of life, isn't it? Because like in summer, I suppose that's okay. Get there at 4 or 5 in the morning, sun's come up and it's lovely. But they do it in winter as well. Though. They're like turning up in the freezing cold.
Yeah.
But I was, as you know from this evening, because I turned up late. I was always one of the ones that turned up late at the car boot sales, and I'd be just by the gate, with everybody drove past me to get in and park. So like half a dozen people visited my page.
Oh, God. Yeah, because there's certain spots, especially here now. I know the best spot. So if I get there too late, I'm gonna not sell my goods. So you was a lazy car booter.
I wondered what C word you were going to say then for a second. I was a lazy car booter, yeah.
Are you an early riser, Rabiah?
Am I what?
An early riser.
I used to be. I would say the pandemic ruined me for that because I used to stay up till like 3 in the morning or something, and I've never gotten over that. But I used to be an early riser. If I have something to do though, I'll do it. Like I've stood in line for a concert at like 5 a.m. and done that kind of thing. So I could do it if I had a motivation like being the best, not being called a lazy car booter. I would definitely get myself out of bed. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely get more money for. Look, back to what you were saying, Howard, about people want now for now, out for now. I got that wrong. See, when they see me, they think, oh, here we go. We can get one over on him.
Yeah.
I'm evil. I'm evil. If I'm selling, I'm going to show some of my antiques now. If I'm selling one of my dinky toys for, these go for £2 in the box. And if someone goes to me, I'll give you a quid. And I'm like, no, £2. It's still early. Yeah, but that could be there all day. It's fine. I like it. Two
Yeah.
quid. And I'll have the same person come round me about 4 times.
Yeah.
And the third time I go, it's gone up to 50 quid now. And then they come back and go, I'll give you 150. And I'm like, yeah, go on then, piss off.
Is that a real
So,
dinky though?
pardon?
Is that a real dinky?
Yeah.
'Cause some
Well,
dinkies are worth a fortune, aren't they?
no, it's not a real dinky. It's plastic. But the one behind Rabiah, that is all dinky toys.
Oh,
Is it?
Yes, yeah,
I don't know my
and
directions here.
yeah.
There.
I actually got some dinky toys. When my dad passed away some years ago, and my mum gave me some of his stuff. One of which was a box full of old cars, which were all battered up, that had hardly any paint on them at all. And I was like, thanks very much for those. And I didn't really know what to do with them because he'd obviously smashed them to pieces when they were a kid. So I said to Mum, do you mind if I put them on eBay? And then the number of collectors that got in contact with me and saying, how much do you want for these? And you know when lots of people say, how much do you want for it on eBay? You know that it's worth a few quid. But even the battered ones were going for like £40, some of them.
Wow.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, this one, it's all about me. This show, Rabiah. So this one is a dinky matchbox American bus. It probably 10 quid.
I'll give you £1 for it.
No, this one.
So is a dinky? Is it like Hot Wheels or is it like the type of vehicle?
Yeah,
What?
it's better than Hot Wheels. We came before the Hot Wheels. Don't start that. So, what would you sell at a car boot, Rabiah? What have you got in your house that you're thinking, I can't afford my gas and electric. What can I sell?
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I would definitely. I have some like vases and plant pots that I don't need because I always get them if someone. I don't have a lot of people sending me flowers, but it happens. And I always get a vase, and I don't need all these vases, so I'd sell those with no flowers in them, of course.
Yeah.
I have a few like vinyls that I would get rid of just 'cause I bought.
Oh, what vinyl?
Oh, that's a good question. I mean, they're in my cabinet, but like I bought some that are duplicates of what I have at home. So there's a Rod Stewart one I'd probably sell just to have it at home in California.
Well, a big tip if you're going to sell vinyl at a car boot, do your research first. Because again, you'll get someone like me going, I'll give you a quid for that. And then I'll sell it on eBay. Because I will.
Well, I volunteered at a charity shop, and this one guy came in, and he was telling me he bought something, and then afterwards he goes, I'm gonna get whatever. I'm gonna get 100 quid for this online. I was like, okay, I guess. So you should sell it for more. I'm like, I don't know, man. So people come into charity shops looking for stuff too. So I
Yeah.
think I've experienced it to some level without knowing it.
Yep. I mean, I used to work at a charity shop, and I used to get all sorts of weird and wonderful things. But before I show you this, Howard, what is the most weirdest thing you've seen either at a car boot or at a charity shop now?
Weirdest thing.
Yeah.
I've seen a skull, a human skull.
Really?
That's
Yeah.
wild.
Oh, I was gonna show you this, but I think I'm gonna show you that now because I think I can beat you, but
If this is a severed head,
I want to know. I want to know from Howard. Like, did they tell you the origin of said skull, or they just?
yeah,
they said it was a woman's skull, and it used to be in the school, and it was part of a biology class. It used to be hung up there. I mean, it looked real. It didn't look plastic, and you never know, though, do you?
Like it was hanging in a skull.
I mean, really. I mean, if you think about it, that is an excellent way for for murderers to dispose of their victims. It's just like,
yeah.
yes, this is from a school. I've just removed
That's
the
all
flesh
good.
from it.
God.
We know quite a few teachers, so if you're watching this, teachers, you know how to get rid of your partners now. I told you I haven't rehearsed it. We're just going with it. We've got 30 minutes left, so whatever. Rabiah, what is the weirdest thing you've seen in a charity shop?
Oh gosh. So I've only been there about 6 months. I'm trying to think like because I've laughed at things for sure. I mean, people bring in things that you can't possibly sell because it's like
Yeah,
gross, like dirty dishes and stuff, or like um underwear. I mean that you're not
yeah.
gonna deal with it. So I'm trying to think though. I mean, I did, I started laughing. There's this nightgown that someone brought in, and you look it up to see how much to price it, and it was like luxury nightgown, but it's so matronly that it's like it wouldn't appeal to anyone. Like I guess I was thinking about laughing about who's the lady who gets the special nightgown when she has a gentleman collar.
Mm.
So it's not a weird thing, but it's just a thing I made a story about at this point. Her luxury nightgown. It's so funny because it's so. I mean, it's more
Uh,
clothes than you might wear normally.
definitely. Yeah, I mean, you can sell all sorts of on eBay now. Like you said, nightgowns do sell because there are people out there who want them things. So, so we've got a skull
Yeah,
from a charity shop. We've got a nightgown. Do you want to see mine?
your skull.
I've got two of them, but I can only hold one. It is a World War II bomb.
Right.
Well, it's the end of one. And my charity shops are our throw it away. And when I saw it, I'm like, I think we need to phone the police. Why? It's fine. I'm like, one looks like it's still got the cap in.
Oh, God.
And she went, no, someone wouldn't do that. And I'm like, I'm going to leave it outside just in case. And they came and they went, no, it's fine. So they said they didn't want them. So I gave them £5. So, yeah.
I
So,
can't actually. Last week when I saw you in Leeds,
yeah.
I've got a new bit about charity shops that I were going to try out, but I thought they're all students, so they wouldn't get it. But but it's basically around the fact that it's got really, really difficult to take stuff into charity shops because they're not welcoming anymore. They're almost a little bit standoffish and like, we've got enough crap. We only take donations on a Saturday morning between 9 and 10 now. But I took some stuff into a charity who I won't name about 2 years ago, and it was a bag full of clothes, and she went, "What is it?" And she almost looked me up and down, as if to say, "We don't want any of your stuff." She went, "What is it?" And I went, "Some kids' clothes and some of mine." And she went, "Oh, just go and get Susan out the back." And Susan came out, didn't realise it was me that left them there. And she opened the bag and she just went, "This will be all right for rag bin." And I'm like, I'm still studying, love. So some of those undies are from Next. It's not cheap stuff. Right to my face. It were really harsh.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
amazing.
we're not allowed to sell underwear or socks.
It wasn't really underwear.
All right, sorry. Oh, yeah, that. Yeah, sorry, I'm slow tonight,
It's
Howard.
all right.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Oh, wasn't it?
Any weird things out of CarBoot, Howard?
Well, you know, when you invited me on kindly to talk about this, I'd posted on your timeline, hadn't I? It's
Yeah,
just a very quick story that happened, but many moons ago, you know, when Pokemon cards first came out, like the
yeah,
turn of the 2000, me and a friend at the time, we'd started buying Pokemon cards for us kids, and then we suddenly found out how much they cost. Some of them were really quite valuable. So we started doing Dewsbury Market, and we took it in turns to have a stall because the one fella there were ripping folk off. So we got into a little bit of a bidding war, and he'd come round and look at our stall, and we'd go and look at his stall, much like you were saying there, Benny, to see what
yeah.
he'd got. But we knew we were ripping kids off, and then this promo card called an Ancient Mew came out, which looks like this. And we bought 600 from America, and they cost us like £1.50 each, so we paid £900. Then we got charged another £300 tax when it arrived.
Oh
So we
my
were like,
gosh.
we were a fortune down, but he was selling them for a tenner. And then all of a sudden, because we'd been buying them for sort of like about £1.50 each, we started selling them a fiver. And he came round to our stall because the kids were just flooding round, and the parents thought, this is ace, half price. And he just stood at the back and he went, they've got to be fakes. Look at this lot selling fakes. And we're like, oh, it's kicking off here now. And we're like, we passed him one of these. So anyway, he closed a couple of weeks later. I mean, we had a bit of a quiet word with him. Said, look, you know, kids would carry on coming to you. But he went, no, we showed him one. They're not fake. But I'd kept these to one side for ages. I stopped doing it years ago. But because they've just gone a bit nuts over the past couple of years, I've still got 40 of these left.
Wow.
You know, because we couldn't sell them all, and they're worth about £25 now. So don't know what to do with them. Probably flog them on eBay or something. See if
Oh, well.
Benny might offer me £2 a card for them.
I would, because I'm doing CarBoot in this summer to raise money for a dentist and for Edinburgh. I didn't really. Go on.
I was going to say I'll be coming to your stall, definitely.
Yeah, yeah. Right, Rabiah, I've got something here,
All right.
and I want you to price it. It's a dinky oil lamp. Now I know how much it is at a charity shop. So how much would you sell this to Howard?
And does it work? Do we know it works?
There is a wick in there, so if I put some oil in there, it would work.
Okay. So
It's not chipped, believe it or not, with my shaky hands. The brass is a bit rusty, but I'm sure you could polish that up.
yeah, and it works well and it's durable, as you pointed
Yeah. Well, I'm
Wow.
dodgy as fuck, so I'm saying yes.
Yeah. So I would say, given the cost of living crisis and the price of energy and everything, this could be really useful to someone, and could keep them
Uh,
things well lit. So I would still say, I don't know. I mean, I'm very nervous to price it because it's gonna
I'm
be,
gonna put it down because I'm shaking more than I
don't break my
should.
merchandise, please. I would just say, like, because I think he'll like negotiate down, so I'll put it at, I don't know what an oil lamp costs, £5.
£5.
I don't know. I don't know what
Howard,
oil
you
lamps cost.
you live on a narrowboat. You've got no electric. You really need this.
Okay,
Will you pay £5 for that?
2.
I think that's a very reasonable price. Yeah,
Is
I'd
it?
probably yeah. I think I'd pay £5 for it, to be honest.
Oh, I
Particularly
like.
if you live in London and you need a car, so I
Yeah.
wouldn't try
Yes. Well,
congestion charges.
London prices, yeah, you'll probably pay £5. My charity shop, £2.50
Mm.
for that. So
But what is
but
it worth though?
I don't know. I should have researched it really. I've got bigger ones. I've got this one, but it's like bigger. And that retails at 30 quid. So
Hmm.
um,
I feel like I got pretty lucky on my first sale. Beginner's luck. Now I'm not gonna do that well after
begin
that, right?
and Howard's just gave you £5 without walking about and thinking about it. So I think we need to train Howard up a bit more.
I thought that were a good price, to be honest.
Thank you. No, that's
Okay, Howard, how much? Now, Rabin, you're training to be a doctor. How much are you gonna sell this to?
Rabia.
Sorry, I've done it in my mouth wrong.
Don't
Say
worry.
your name again,
Rabia.
Rabiah. Howard, how much are you going to sell this to Dr. Rabiah? It
Um,
does work. It
is it?
does work.
How old is it? Is it rubber? Are those rubber?
It's rubber. Do they come in rubber anymore?
I don't know. Has it got that old rubber smell? I think I've got to try and sell it. There's more.
Is plastic on that bit and plastic on that bit. It's still got what it's called, I think.
Stethoscope. Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
ask me, I can't read and I can't bloody see.
Well, I would probably say if it's got the old rubber on it, it's probably got quite some age to it. So I bet that's probably worth about £40.
Oh, Rabia, you need a new stethoscope, but you're unpaid because you work for the NHS. Can you afford £40?
I don't know. I mean, if I was just playing doctor, it'd be different. But since I'm a real doctor now, it's for work. I can write it off on my taxes, maybe. But for
And Howard's a dodgy CarBooter, so
um,
you will not get a receipt.
oh, that's bad. Because I don't know if I'd pay 40 because it seems like I could just steal one from one of my colleagues because I listened to this podcast and I found out how to do dodgy things. So I could probably just steal one.
We'll try and knock him down a bit and see what he says.
I mean, Howard, like, I guess could I do it for 30 and then if you ever, since we live in the same place, same area, I could for free just give you medical care, but I would get you in at the clinic earlier if I can do it for 30 and one early clinic visit.
Which clinic is it that you?
The one that you go to.
Have you seen me there? Have you?
Yeah. I can't talk about that because confidentiality.
Well, I'd go to 35. The only reason is that I'm sort of like cheating. I've just Googled one on eBay here that's got 3 days left and it's got £31 on it already.
Oh God.
Oh my gosh.
I apologise for cheating, but I couldn't resist.
Yes, but the rules are at a CarBoot, anything goes.
Yeah, there's no rules.
There's no
wow.
rules.
Okay, I'm gonna walk around a bit. I've just gone for a walk. I said, hey, I'll give you 34 for it.
Go on, we'll take 34 then.
Thank you. I just needed to feel like I won.
I think
you've got a bargain there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
That one good. Thank you, Howard. This is really good intro to CarBooting.
I think when no one wins on this podcast, but if they were winning, Rabiah is up. And Howard, I'm sorry you didn't do that great.
Why? How much did you pay for it?
I didn't buy.
He stole it or what? What did he do?
It was left in a, at the end of every CarBoot. I shouldn't say this because I'm robbing some charity. But when everyone leaves their crap and someone goes round collecting it all for a charity, well, I fell over and this went into my pocket.
That's awful. Lots of people arrive in hospitals with things that they've fallen over and got inside them accidentally.
Yeah, I felt.
I don't think I've got nothing else for you lot to sell. That's it. That's it. So we've gone through the rules. Did we go through the rules of the CarBoot? Is there any rules, Howard?
I think there are unwritten rules, and I think you've highlighted the most important one is that get the best pitch and then go around trying to get bargains off people that don't know what they're doing. I think you've summed it up beautifully there.
Yeah. That even if you've got a big car and not a car and a trailer, you can still get in for 10 quid. And again, if you get there early and no one's watching and they're like, go bumper to bumper and you're like, that'll do. And like you leave a gap, you can get away with murder. Well, I can anyway. I used to sell a lot of veg on Calverton CarBoot and all my tomatoes and which I will be doing this summer. Yeah.
Can I ask you, are you one of those people that waits for a car to pull up and then tries looking in the boot before they've even got it open?
No, I am polite. I will wait because I see everyone coming. They get everyone like bundling, and 9 out of 10, the CarBooter will go piss off, piss off, piss off, and then I come in with my mobility scooter, shaking and all their nice tools. How much for the whole lot? Oh, give me a tenner. All right. And then I pay them back and I double my money.
You are fiendishly unscrupulous, aren't you?
Amazing.
you've seen a different side of me.
Yeah.
But if you ever go CarBoot in Rabiah, always take a friend, because if you're on your own and you haven't got a packed lunch, you're buggered. You can't leave your pitch. Well,
Mm.
you can, but then you'll get people like me robbing you blind.
Wild.
See, if one thinks we're innocent disabled people, we're not. We're ourselves like you lot. we, we just know how to work the system.
This is sensational.
I'm
I
like,
don't know where this podcast has gone. Have you learned anything at all, Rabia?
oh yeah, definitely. I have. I think I didn't even know what car booting was before, so I know what it is now, and I know that I need to be better at pricing things.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and don't trust disabled people.
right. That's one good thing. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely tell everybody I know that one. See how that goes.
Yeah. Have you enjoyed it, Howard?
It's been great fun. Yeah, thank you for having
It
me on.
is. It is. Do we want to go round and just promote yourselves before we go? Rabia, we go with you first.
Sure. Yeah. If you want to follow me, I'm at Rabiah Rabiah comedy, and at More Than Work Pod on all the channels, basically. So definitely follow me, and hopefully I'll see you at a gig. And Howard, I hope to meet you again, but in person.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah. Are you off to Edinburgh this year?
Yeah, I'll be there. I don't know the exact dates yet. I'm gonna go up and do open spots and maybe do a couple dates of my own too, but that's TBD. So yeah, I'm
Yeah.
excited to go up there though and see you up there.
Well, let me know and we'll sort you some gigs out.
Awesome.
And Howard, are you going to promote yourself better than a car booter?
Oh my gosh.
Well, it's questionable. I'm on Twitter. I'm at Bucket Handle. On Instagram, I'm Bucket Handles. Um, on Wednesday, I'm in Doncaster at Queen's Kitchen, and on Thursday, I'm doing that gig that you did of mine. You know, the in the
I
brewery.
love that, but this is going out on Sunday.
Oh,
Well, no, the pod beam will go out on Wednesday, but the video one will go out on Sunday.
right. In that case, on Saturday, I'm at Leeds Prism doing the Leeds Comedy Cabaret.
Leeds prison.
Prison.
No, Prism.
Oh,
I thought he said prison too. I was like, oh,
sorry. I can't. Yeah. And you know me, I'm Benny Shakes. We are still on tour with Lou Badge Bunch. We are in Bath. Not this Thursday, but next Thursday. We've got 4 shows. Rabiah is on the first day with her,
yep.
and Natalie Deacon is on the next show. So come and support us, or support these guys doing comedy. And thank you for coming on the podcast. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. Thank
Good.
you.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Don't go away. I'm just gonna end it and then yeah. Bye from me and bye from everyone else. And we'll be back. See you later. Oh, stop.